cosmetics, new various different lines. But she's also, I'm doing some research for them where I'm growing algae to make biodiesel from like hair product wash water. So I'm actually working with her in environmental engineering. So it's not a limiting field. It's extremely active. Okay, right.
Okay.
Anything else? Yeah.
No, thank you so much. That's it.
You did that. Were those the three questions?
You answered
The
my
third
other
question.
question. Yeah.
No,
Thank
no
you.
problem, Teresa.
I wanted to ask, like, do chemical engineers get involved in like the food processing part, making cosmetics and stuff? Do they get involved in that?
We def In terms of almost any field you can imagine, that has a process. So there are people I know that started working for SAB as brewers. So that would
Mm.
definitely count the food industry. There are quite a few people that work in the food industry in the process section. I think with flavors that you get at Unilever, for example. There's a lot of very good graduate programs. When it comes to cosmetics, L'Oreal actually has a very active group in terms of chemical engineering. Like I told Carissa, one of my colleagues, Heidi Rolfes, she used to work as a lecturer in our department until about 2 years ago, and then she left and became a research manager at L'Oreal, and she's now there um, getting research done for the development of new compounds that can be used in cosmetics. So novel nano emulsions, things like that, that can be used for creams and various other cosmetic applications. So it's incredibly broad. Right.
Mm, okay. But I also wanted to ask, can you like prepare yourself, like as a trick? Can I prepare myself for my first year in a way? I don't know, with my studies. I don't know, somehow.
Um, I would say that one of the best ways, I would say, now this is my own personal idea, is for you to uh, take a good break at the end of matric, because it's rough. It's very, very hard in the beginning of first year. You must not think that it's going to be the same as matric. So prepare yourself mentally and psychologically by just switching off for a few weeks in December and kind of like resting, because you start immediately first year with a lot of very, very interesting but also quite challenging subjects. These are all physics, chemistry, mathematics, but the big difference is not necessarily the content, as the fact that you don't have the same teaching that you get in matric, where the teacher actually holds your hand and helps you through the subject. You're very much on your own in first year.
Mm.
Actually, for a whole university, there are just too many people. In a chemistry class, you can have up to 1,200 students. So you're sitting with, because most of the engineers take the same first year chemistry. There are just too many students for the lecturer to actually even know you by name. So the reality is you're going to have to prepare yourself for the independence. But
Mm.
in terms of, once you've passed matric, that's in terms of academic preparation. I think trying to read a bunch of things and trying to learn more things isn't going to be as valuable as just taking a good break before the first year starts. I think that's pretty
Okay.
much what I do.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. No, cheers,
Thank
Lerato.
you. I wanted to ask if there's a difference between the chemical engineering engage program and the normal chemical engineering course.
Oof, that's a very difficult question for me to answer, because quite honestly, I don't know, because I'm not involved in that administration type stuff. Those specific types of questions you should ask Emily Matty or Emily Nofumela. She will I can put her contact details on the chat so you guys can just see. From what I understand, I could be wrong, but from what I understand, the Engage program is what we used to call the 5-year plan, where you would actually have do the engineering course in 5 years, but I could be wrong.
I'm here, Doc. What's the question?
There's Emily. Okay. Can you please answer that question, Emily?
What was the question?
What's the difference between the Engage and the normal or the standard chemical engineering or
Okay.
engineering
Oh, the difference is with the normal engineering degree. The normal engineering degree is 4 years. So with the Engage program, what they do is they take the first 2 years of the normal engineering engineering degree, and they spread it into 3 years. So that's how you come to 5 years. The first 2 years is into 5 years to make it just a bit easy, the workload just a bit easy, so students can cope. So that's the only difference. Other than that, everything else is the same. You get the same degree. It doesn't necessarily mean that your a 5-year plan degree is not same of same standard. It's the same qualification. You're just doing it in 5 years to reduce the workload for you so you can cope. So that's the only difference. I hope I answered. I hope you're answered.
Okay, I'm answered. Thank you.
Do you have another question, Tanowetu?
No, I don't have any other questions.
Okay. So anyone
And
else? Yes.
and,
Carissa. Yeah.
And you also get extra help from what I heard. They certain subjects that might be difficult, so you get additional assistance with those modules that are a bit difficult.
Thank you, Emily. I think Carissa, did you have a question for Emily still?
How do you specifically know that you're ready to take on a chemical engineering course versus doing the Engage course? Like, I understand that you need to have like a level of independence. You need to always know that you need to practice time management skills and stuff. But if you're a bit doubtful, should you rather take the Engage course and not the
Yeah.
chemical engineering?
Yes, you are allowed. You are allowed to do that. Well, if first of all, it all depends on your final grade your marks, what you got in grade 11. That will determine whether you're going to be admitted into the 4 or the 5-year program, right? So say for instance your APS is above 38, you would really have marks, but you still feel, and then you are automatically accepted into the 4-year plan. In January, when you come to register, then you can go to the department of our administration department, and you are allowed to change. They do give that opportunity. You are allowed to change if you feel that you're not strong enough, or you would like to rather have much time to just to ease into the program. Then you are definitely allowed to change it to 5-year plan.
Okay, and say like another student got like a higher APS score than you, and you don't get accepted into the chemical engineering course, will you still have a chance of being accepted into the Engage course?
You're not accepted into the normal engineering based on your marks.
Yeah, if
Yes,
you're not.
as I said, your marks determine that. Say for instance, you got 30 APS instead of 35 or 36, you will basically be placed into the 4. I'm into the 5-year plan. I'm just giving an example, because obviously that means you do not qualify for the normal 4-year program.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes, they admit. Yeah. So that if a person that has higher marks is allowed, as was your question, is allowed to change if they prefer the 5-year plan. But if you do not have the right APS, you cannot decide that I'm strong enough, I feel strong enough, I want to actually do my degree in 4 years. That cannot be done. But the other way around, it can be done.
Okay, thank you.
You answered? And you
Yes.
happy? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Brink. You can take over.
Thank you very much. Okay, Lorata, I'm going to make you a presenter again. Great. Yes, you have a question.
I wanted to ask about the Engage program. I just wanted to make sure. So what if during my first year I can't handle the workload? Can I just decide to change to the Engage program?
Oh, okay. That I'm not 100% sure if it can be done. I can take down your details. Let me double check with the admin department if students, because I know that you are given time to change, like in January, like this, like two weeks where students are able to change. But if you had already started with the program, that I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to give you wrong information. Let me take down your details. Is it Lerato again? Is it still Lerato? No.
Yes.
It's
Lerato. Lerato, let me take down your details and I will let you know. I'm going to firstly double check if that is allowed.
Okay.
What's your number, Lerato?
It's 078
078
436
43
07
07
39.
39. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I will get back to you with regard to that. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Are you in
Thank
metric
you.
now? Are you in metric?
Yes, I am in metric.
In metric now. Okay. And how's your are you doing well in mathematics and physical science? Your APS,
Yes,
is it good? You
I
applied?
am. Yes.
Had you applied? Okay. All
Yes,
right.
I have.
Not a problem. But just know as well, I mean, there's a lot of assistance as well. You don't need to like stress at the moment. I'm sure you are overwhelmed with the presentation and you're thinking, oh my way, it looks so difficult. There is a student support, like in the faculty. You don't have to panic or worry. Just take it easy when you come. There is a lot of help. When you struggle, the thing is, don't wait until it's late. You see that you're struggling from the beginning, talk to someone. Student advices, information is on the website. My office is on the 7th floor. You can always come and ask for help while it's still early. Don't wait until you get a breakdown or something and then you start asking for help. You understand what I'm saying? Then with that, and when you see that you're still not coping, then I'm sure something can be done. Student advisors will definitely be able to do evaluation and help you. Okay.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Emily, before you go, I had a question at the beginning of the presentations or at the beginning of the Q&A session that maybe you can just quickly help answer it. The one student just asked what the situation is or how the faculty is planning to deal with the matric marks that might come out very late this year. Is there any idea yet, or are we going to see how it works before because some of these marks seem to only be scheduled for February or something next year. So just if information.
Obviously, we still waiting for management will advise. Sure, I thought I saw. Okay, but AC left. We don't have information yet. I personally don't have the information yet. With regard to what management is going to do or how the year is going to start. Then when everything depends on we're still on COVID-19. We don't know how exams are going to go and when the results are going to be available for metrics. Shortly that information will be communicated. I think with the grade 12s. I'm sure the school will communicate that. Prof Maharaj is here, and I think he is accommodate. Prof Maharaj, just can we see the feedback? Doctor, can you see what Prof says?
Yeah, the university will accommodate new first year, so do not worry about that, but focus on getting good grades. Okay, so that's the message from the faculty. That's from Professor Maharaj, the Dean of EBIT. So I think thank you very much, Professor. That gives us a bit of an indication there. Okay, no, good. Tandul, where to? I saw your hand I made you a presenter so you can ask your question.
Okay, I don't know if you'll be able to answer this question, but may I please ask, like, upon completing your degree, is it difficult to find like job opportunities, or is the demand high for chemical engineers?
In terms of work or job opportunities, all I can go is on anecdotal evidence from my own students that have finished in the last 4 or 5 years. It really, Emily might be able to give us more concrete statistics, but as far as I can see, it really takes much more than about 6 months. Um, that I think that's a timeline that I've got, that I might have heard somewhere, to
Yeah,
get
there's a
jobs.
timeline as well. Yeah.
So it doesn't take, it tends to be a course that has a very high demand out in industry because of the diversity of potential job opportunities, anything from banking to Sasol to L'Oreal, etc., has the scope for, or where chemical engineers can actually feature. So based on what I've seen on my LinkedIn, based on what I've been following up on my own 4th years that I've finished over the last 5 years, the guys tend to get jobs relatively quickly. But I'm sure Emily might be able to help. If I think there are brochures or documentation giving the exact statistics, but it's pretty good, I think.
Yeah, I think what I can say is that you don't have to worry. Like our graduates are really sought after. I know for myself that I get a lot of companies that would approach us, and we have a section also called career placement on campus, where they help. It's a division that helps students as well. But they help you prepare for your CV, send it out there to companies, and we have like career day as well, where our students, there's companies that come on campus. You get to interact with different, employers. And as I said, I get myself personally, I receive, calls of, some companies where they would, send us advert. Can we put this out there for the students? So our students are really Prof. Maharaj also commented there. They are sought after. A degree that you get at the University of Pretoria is really of a very high standard. I don't think you would really struggle to get a job. I'm struggling to read the message. Dr. Brink, can you see what the dean said there?
Uh, Professor Maharaj said you should think about starting your own chemical company and create jobs for others.
Oh,
That's
that's a good answer.
good answer. But quite honestly, I think quite a few guys, some of the postgrads are very active in the making craft beers, and I think some of them might have actually started getting a bit of an income from that. So that's just one example, but you don't have to build the next Sasol. There are chemical engineering opportunities for smaller craft operations, especially these days. And with the chemical engineering knowledge that you gain during your undergrad, it is possible. For example, I taught myself I don't do it regularly, but I was able to teach myself how to make soap just by reading up a few things and using my chemical engineering knowledge. So that's one example. But suddenly, when you get a bit of this foundation, you can start expanding and be creative. Now it's there's some really good opportunities out there. Yes.
Okay, thank you. That's all.
Right. Lerato, let me. Oh, Lerato, you're already active. You can talk.
Oh, okay. I also wanted to ask, with the NBT test, do we still have to write them?
The what?
The NBT.
Emily, the MBT.
And
I don't.
yes.
The NBT is cancelled for now because due to the COVID-19. Obviously, we know the students are not required to write the NBT for this year.
Okay. 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 Thank you.
Right. Anyone else who wants to ask a question? Okay, Kendall, wait to. I'll make you presenter. I'll just keep you as a presenter. Yes.
Okay. For the NBTs, if you've already written them, will the points be taken into consideration or not?
Emily?
I didn't get the question.
If she already wrote the NBT, will the marks be taken into consideration, or how does that work this year?
I don't think, because then NBT is cancelled for everyone. Then it would not be it's not gonna count.
Okay.
When did they write it already? I was trying to get hold of Jenny from admin department just to clear out some of these questions. But for me, I feel if it's cancelled, then they're not gonna use it. You cannot use it as a measure if you're not gonna other kids are not gonna write it. I don't think
Yeah, I think
they will count it.
it's very
Yes.
tricky to try and incorporate it if not everyone is on the
If
same
it's not
page.
everyone, yes.
Yeah. But that might be something that maybe Tandalweti, you can follow up. I put Emily's email address under the chat. You'll see emily.novamela. If you want to send that email, then maybe Emily can come back to you if she gets some more information. But it seems logical, but whether that's the way it'll work, I don't know. But okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. Anyone else with a question? Okay, Emily, if we don't have any more questions, until what time should I have this chat room available?
I think it's done. If there's no more questions and it seems like there's no more people coming through, I think Dr. then we are finished.
Great.
We can
Thank
just
you.
say
Thank you.
goodbye to everyone.
And good luck. I hope to see you. I will only be seeing you guys in third year if you do come through our program. I only teach the third years onwards, but yeah, I might see you guys in a couple of years, very close to the end of your degree. So, well, good luck with the rest of the year. Thanks, bye bye.